You know that feeling of being stuck. Not just a little one, but a deep, foggy one. My daily routine felt less like moving and more like running a hamster wheel. I was tired all the time, had zero motivation. Every piece of health advice I found online was some complicated, all or nothing plan that I'd abandon after like 3 days. Go to the gym for an hour every day. Meal prep 21 perfect meals. Meditate for 30 minutes to an hour. It was just overwhelming. I felt like I was destined to always feel sluggish and uninspired. But then I stumbled upon something called the 1% rule. And honestly, it changed everything. The idea is so simple, it almost feels like it shouldn't work. But instead of trying to rebuild my entire life overnight, I just focus on getting 1% better each day. In this video, I'm going to share the exact tiny daily habits I start that unlocked a level of energy seriously didn't think I had in me. These aren't just huge life-altering changes. They're small, almost ridiculously easy things that when you do them consistently start building on each other in a huge way. Let's talk about why this actually works. This concept of getting 1% better every day was made famous by James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, and the math behind it is kind of insane. If you improve by just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you will be over 37 times better than you started. It's the power of compounding, but for your life. Think of it like a snowball. It starts off tiny, but as it rolls down the hill, it gathers more snow, bigger and faster up by itself. The small effects are the first push. A great example of this is the British cycling team. For ages, they were just okay, totally mediocre. But then their new coach brought in this idea, the aggregation of marginal gains. They didn't hunt for one big breakthrough. Instead, they improved every little thing they could think of by just 1%. They found slightly more comfortable bike seat. They use better massage gel. They even figure out the optimal pillow for each rider to generate the best night's sleep. Separately, these changes seem tiny, almost pointless, but together they compound into unbelievable success. That's a mindset shift right here. You stop chasing perfection and just focus on progress. You stop trying to climb the whole mountain in one go and just focus on taking that next step. That's how you beat the overwhelm. So let's get into the first step I took. So the first micro foundation habits for the mind. I'll have to start with my morning. I realized pretty quickly that how my morning went usually decided how the rest of the day would go. So the first habit was all about winning the first 5 minutes. My first 60-second morning reset start before I even thought about looking at my phone, before the anxiety of the day had a chance to rush in. I start a 60-second reset. The second my feet hit the floor, I would just stand there and take a few deliberate deep breaths. Just for 1 minute. For 4 seconds, I hold for 7. Exhale for 8. This tiny little reset helped bring my stress level down. Just centered me before chaos would even take over. It sounded like nothing, but it was my first domino. Me consciously choosing to start my day with calm instead of panic. Habit number 2, make my bed. Don't roll your eye because its power is real. I made my bed every single morning. This is about starting your day with a tiny habit, a tiny visible win. Think of it like a video game. You just complete the first easiest quest of the day and got a little burst of XP point. That one small act gives you this little hit of pride where it makes you want to tackle the next quest to prove yourself that you're someone who does what they set out to do. It's called fueling the engine. Tiny nutrients tweak up was my nutrition. And honestly, this felt like the biggest, scariest mountain to climb. I was so over restrictive diet, and I'm told they don't restrict rules. So instead of making a giant list of all the foods I couldn't eat, I gave myself one simple goal: adding one healthy thing to my day. And that's it. It's like tending to gardening. Instead of spending all your energy pulling every weed, you would just focus on planting one beautiful flowers. Some days it was just tossing a handful of spinach in my scrambled eggs. Other days it was sprinkling some seeds on dirt. Eventually the garden is full of flowers. There's less and less room for weeds to grow. I wasn't on a diet. I was just upgrading my meals. Habit number 4, hydration. I knew the need to drink water more, but I was terrible at remembering. So I used a simple trick called habit stacking. I linked the new habit, drinking water, to something I already did all the time. My trigger was checking my phone. So every single time I pick up my phone to scroll, I would just take a few sips of water first. All of a sudden, my phone went from a source remembering to a reminder for a good habit. I kept water bottle everywhere. In my car, beside my bed. That means I have no excuse. We're at habit number 4 in. And I was already starting to feel a real shift in my energy and mindset. If you're getting something out of this and you're just done with feeling overwhelmed by complicated health advice, do me a favor and hit the button and subscribe. I'm always strategy that you can actually stick with. Let's talk about exercise. Just the thought an hour-long gym session was enough to make me want to take a nap. So instead, I start doing exercise snacks. So we're just short bursts throughout the day. Habit number 5, mind scrolling. My biggest energy crash always without fail hit me right after lunch. But instead of pouring another cup of coffee, I would start going out for a 10-minute walk as soon as I finished eating. That's it. It wasn't a power walk. I wasn't trying to break a sweat. It was literally just a nice, gentle stroll to get moving. This little habit helped my digestion, kept my blood sugar from crashing, and cleared my head for the afternoon. Here's now habit number 6, morning stretches. So while my coffee was in the morning, I would start doing some super simple 2 minutes stretch routines. Nothing fancy or crazy. A forward fold, few neck rolls, some gentle twists, things. This little ritual was a way to gently wake up my body and shake off any stiffness from sleep. It felt like I was greeting my body and getting it ready for the day instead of just waking it with caffeine. Habit number 7, movements. That I figure that for exercise to stick, I had to actually enjoy it. So I added one more micro, put on one of my favorite high energy song and just dance around in the living room, wherever, for like 3 minutes. Look, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it was just pure adulthood fun. It got my heart rate up. My brain got a nice dose of endorphins, and it never ever felt like a chore. Finding movement you genuinely think is fun is the ultimate cheat code for consistency. All right, sleep and recovery. Finally, I had to fix the foundation of everything, my sleep. I was getting enough sleep, but the quality was junk. Habit number 8, the digital sunset. The blue light from our screen is terrible for our natural sleep cycle. Flooding our brain right before bed is like at a racehorse, just as it meant to go into the stable for the night. It gets your mind all revved up when it should be winding down. A digital sunset. 1 hour before I wanted to be asleep. all the screen turned off. No phone, no laptop, no TV. The first few nights were weird. I just replaced that time with reading a real book. This one change had a massive impact. I start falling asleep faster and waking up feeling truly rested. Habit number 9, gratitude journal. Right before I turn out the light, I started the simplest journal, one line, the simplest journal in the world. I would write down one single thing from the day that I was grateful for. Just one sentence. This tiny habit retrained my brain to focus on what went right instead of staying on what went wrong. Calmed my mind and just set the stage for more restful sleep. It's a powerful mental that takes less than 30 seconds. So look, I get it. None of these habits on their own sound revolutionary. Making bed, drinking water, it's not exactly a groundbreaking stuff. But hear me out. What I didn't expect was how they all started to connect. It wasn't like I was trying to juggle 9 different things all at once. It was more like I was building a machine, and each new habit was a gear that helped turn all the other gears automatically. The morning resets, making the bed easier. Making bed gave me more motivation, which made me remember to add spinach to my eggs. And the better food gave me stable energy. So the post-lunch walk sounded good. The better sleep meant I woke up ready for my morning reset. It all started to feed into itself. Energy level were through the roof. The consistent brain fog I lived in was gone. I went from just surviving my days to actually living them. I felt more in control, more optimistic. And the craziest part, it never actually felt hard because I was only ever focused on the 1% every day. I never hit that wall of resistance that always come with trying to change everything at once. The journey to better health doesn't have to be this huge, but these great quotes from Atomic Habit that says you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. By building a system of tiny, almost effortless habits, you create a foundation that lasts. It's not about one heroic do one. It's about small walk you take every day. It's not about the perfect diet you start and quit. It's about the extra glass of water you drink today. So my question for you is, what's that one small habit you can start today? What's that one thing you can do that's so easy you almost can't say no? Drop it in the comment below. I genuinely want to know what's your first 1% improvement is going to be. Thanks so much for watching. If this video hits home for you, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on building a better life, one tiny step at a time.